Welcome back to another installment of Full Metal Fishing. Today we're going to join pro staffers Jim Willis and Brian Johnson as they venture out onto Lake Winnebago in Oshkosh, Wisconsin in hopes of catching some white bass, walleye, and perch. Alright, we're out here fishing Lake Winnebago for the Battle on Bago fishing tournament. Hopefully we'll do something decent out here. I mean, there's a lot of fishermen out here. They're expected better than 3,000, close to 4,000 fishermen to enter this contest today, and I believe every single one of them showed up. We got to check this out. Thousands of fishermen from across the country flock to Oshkosh, Wisconsin to fish the expanses of the Lake Winnebago system in search of cash and prizes in one of the largest ice fishing tournaments in the country, the Battle on Bago. The Battle on Bago is a yearly charity event that has grown exponentially over the past 6 years to include thousands of hardwater diehards. Species in the contest include walleye, white bass, perch, and burbot, also known as lawyers in these parts. There's what we call shanty towns set up all across this end of the lake, over there, over there, over there, over there. We're in the middle of one. Groups of 300-400 vehicles all kind of clustered together with all their shacks and having a ball ice fishing. Hopefully they're catching some fish. I just hope we can catch some fish. The sheer number of anglers out in the lake this day is astonishing. Thousands of anglers spread out across the Winnebago system on lakes that included Lake Winnebago, Lake Poygan, Lake Winnicotty, and Big Lake Butamore, all in search of cash and prizes that include 2 Lund boats. Think about the white basses. As soon as sun comes up, they're moving all around. So I mean, you might find them in one spot for 5 minutes, and then there won't be any around, or you can just sit in one spot and the school kind of works its way around to you. I boat on the second. It's lazier. Well, I didn't have the camera turned on or anything. I just shut it off for a minute, heat it back up, but picked up a couple registrable fish. I got this one. It's a white bass. It's not huge, but it gets us in a tournament. Brian here, he got this monster. He's in the tournament.
So you notice the sound of the augers keeps getting farther and farther and farther away. Still steady auger noise, but I can't believe how much this area over here cleared out. There must have been freaking at least 100 people over there.
But we weren't going to let a little auger noise deter our fun.
Figure if there's 3,000 people registered for the tournament and every person drills 3 holes apiece, that's at least 9,000 holes that we're putting this ice just to start the day. Not even including all the people that are out here not fishing in the tournament. And then every time people move, bet you there's 50, 60,000 freaking holes in this lake by the end of the day.
Oh, probably.
You know, I am amazed at how many guys I see come out on this lake in a company vehicle. You know, their bosses feel when they put their truck through the ice.
Sure not too happy. Jesus Christ. Cracks pops like that make me want to grab for the door and book. I got a little bit big of a truck. Hopefully he doesn't decide he wants to stop anywhere. Hey, Tubin. Nice perch.
There you go.
It's that copper, green, and red. It's a nice perch. She ain't gonna win the tournament, but it'll taste good tonight.
You just had the head on that one, didn't you?
No, I put the whole minnow on that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Gone through a few different colors now, and show you what seems to be working the best today. We're using buckshot spoons. Seems to be getting about the most action, and I got it in kind of a fire tiger color, a little bit of copper in the middle, red belly, green back. Seems to be doing alright. Got a little minnow hooked on the end of it, trailing it up. A lot of times we'll just use minnow heads. That prevents short strikes if it gives less of a body for them to hit, so they tend to hit the hook a little easier. Drop that down at the bottom. See what that does.
While the action in our shanty was fairly steady through the morning, tip-up action was fairly slow. We varied the depths on our tip-ups from right off the bottom to suspended halfway up the water column in hopes of pinpointing and patterning the walleye. Unfortunately, every time we checked our tip-ups, or every time we had a flag, we always came back with the same disheartening response.
Still swimming?
Need a minnow. Never got a beard when I was out there. I think your tip-ups are faulty. They don't catch fish.
As the morning wore on and we had a few fish on the ice, it was time for lunch.
Buddy heater pizza.
Hot dogs in one hand, chicken bowl in the other.
This may not be the recommended use for the buddy heater, but let me tell you, it cooked a damn good hot dog. And after a long cold day ice fishing, those hot dogs sure tasted good.
Yeah, I figured out if you lay the hot dogs on the rack like that, you get grill marks. You can now cook with them.
That completely sucks that our cameras are both broken. I think it's about beer time.
Oop, there's a bite. There's fish. Ain't very big.
Is that way up bottom again?
Yep. That one came up and hit it. Nice little white bass. That one came up and hit it a couple times before it set the hook. She ain't too bad. Nice little Lake Winnebago whitey. That's good for the contest.
Jesus, I saw that.
Doesn't feel very big. Oh, son of a bitch! That was a bigger whitey than the rest of them. Didn't feel all that big, but he was bigger than the rest of them that I had. That's a little bit bigger. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we got a school of white bass. Minnow's a little beat up. I'm going to try and reuse her since I have it. Now, most of the water we've been fishing here is right around 17 to 18 feet deep. We've been jigging it right off the bottom, bouncing off the bottom, kind of stir it up a little bit, and then, you know, reel up 6 inches and just jig it right above the mud cloud. And it kind of stirs up the bottom, gets some of the invertebrates up, and fish coming in for that. The perch, the white bass, they love that. I don't know, another key factor is to keep moving around. If you can, just try and move around and try and find the fish. The schools will constantly be swimming around, so. Hot dog.
Oh, I finally fucking got one.
Really? That's a nice little whitey. say, I hope you don't get skunked today. Oh, you wouldn't have gotten skunked, you got that one little one. It's about as big as my biggest one, huh? Yeah, pretty close.
Guy hollering back there just lost a walleye at the hole.
Yeah, really.
Might have to go for a walk and beg for beers. Sell me a beer for $1. $2.
Okay, so weigh in for you have to be in line at 2 o'clock this afternoon. And we won't be able to get there for about an hour's ride. So we were talking by 12:30 that if we don't have a fish first registered, we're just gonna fish for fun. And right now we got some nice white bass. Got a real nice perch. But nothing I don't think that's gonna place, considering how many anglers there are and anything, so we're just gonna keep fishing. I don't find it a waste of my 30 bucks because it did all go to charity. All the proceeds from this tournament go to charities. You can look on their website to find out what they are at just Google search Battle on Bago, you'll find it. So but yeah, right now it's 12:19, and unless we can come up with a couple of big whopper female white bass or a decent walleye right now, we're just fishing for fun.
Although the whopper walleyes and the big white bass that we know Lake Winnebago holds onto tightly didn't come to our lines today, we still had a blast. We had a good time, and I hope everybody else did on the Battle on Bago, and we just can't wait to be on it next year.
For all you Facebook users, don't forget to stop over at our Facebook page, Full Metal Fishing, or at Willis Outdoors Productions. Stop by, give us a like, and then while you're at it, head on over to our YouTube page at Willis Outdoors Productions, and check out all our videos. Alright. Comic relief. Good to go.